Good morning, good morning, good morning. It says we're alive. It says you are alive. That's what my screen says. So I believe I'm alive, you're alive, and we're welcome to another Let's Deliver Houston. We're being sponsored by moremonthlybusiness.com. You can go over there and look at a couple of things that you can use right now during this quarantine to help your business get more phone calls and let people know what you're doing during this weird time. Okay. Today, I want to invite our guest, Mr. Pat Truax of, let me get over here and put some information up for his banner. There we go. Houston Mobile Xray. And Pat, there you are, Patrick.
Yes,
Can you?
sir.
All right. Thank you. I'm glad that you're here. I wanted to take a few minutes and see what you guys are doing. First, tell me how everything's going with you and the family right now
Oh,
during this
we're
time.
just having lots of fun. We're sheltered in, but we have an essential business, so we're still active. But
Okay.
we're being extremely careful.
That's good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So, um, what do you think about everything that's happening that's going on? How's it?
Well, fortunately, we chose a business that was going to be needed, and that's been really nice because we've actually been able to work. But uh, my grandkids being sheltered at home, like you said, you used the word weird. It's definitely different. Of course, I live in a beautiful place, and we're taking walks every day and getting exercise, and food has been easy to find, so we're fine. We've been supporting a lot of our local restaurants by going out and picking up food and bringing it back, and we have a lot of friends, and we're all doing social distancing and obeying the rules, and it's been fun.
Cool. That's great. So, you have a unique business
Yes.
because most people aren't familiar with it. Would you explain what you do with the mobile X-ray and how it came about and stuff like that?
Well, it's a long story. I'll tell you how we got started. My kids were living up in Dallas, and they were talking about having kids, and I wanted to be a silly old grandfather. So my son, who's in radiology, I said, "Hey, why don't you all move back to Houston? We can be closer, and I can be a babysitter." And he said, "Dad, I can't do that." And I said, "Well, hey, let's start something new, something that might back in 2012 has never been heard of." And he was talking about portable X-ray, and I didn't even know what a portable X-ray was. And he said, "Well, portable X-ray is going to be up and coming. One day it's going to be really needed, like today." And I said, "Well, explain that to me." He said, "Well, if your mother or your grandmother is at home and they're frail and they're not feeling well, and the doctor says, 'Well, I really need you to come in and take an X-ray,' and normally you as the child would have to go home and bundle up your parent and take them to the emergency room or to a hospital and sit in a waiting room for 2 or 3 hours and go back and get an X-ray. Typically, that means go back, take off all your clothes, put on a gown, go over to the X-ray, have it done, come back, put your clothes back on, then come back out, and then go. And then a day or two later, the report would be established read by a radiologist and sent to the doctor. And he said, "Dad, a portable X-ray is we actually have equipment mounted in a van, and the van would roll up to the house where that person lives, go inside, take the X-ray, take about 10 minutes. People can leave their clothes on and make the patient laugh, feel a little bit better, and leave. And our reports come back within an hour." I said, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah, and insurance pays for that, Medicare, Medicaid, and most your major, if not all, your major insurance companies pay for that. It's just that most people don't know what a portable X-ray is or even available to them." And I said, "Now we are in the COVID-19 and everybody's sheltering at home. How many people, if they start to feel bad, want to go to a hospital right now, sit in a waiting room for 2 hours to have an X-ray taken, when you could have a portable X-ray company like myself send over a tech? We would clean our equipment, put on our gloves, mask up, walk inside because we practice infectious disease control. Spend about 10 minutes with you, make you laugh, make you feel a little bit better, take the X-ray, leave, and then an hour later, the doctor would have the X-ray report, the radiologist report, in their hands within an hour after we've taken the X-ray.
That's
Now,
fantastic.
if
That's
that was your
fantastic.
mother, what would you want to do?
My question is this: how does an individual get it done? Do they call their doctor and say, "I need a mobile X-ray"?
Well, they would call their doctor and say, and the doctor, of course, they would discuss. Right now, most doctors are doing teleservices. I know my primary care physician does, and and say, I'm not feeling good. I've got a bad cough, or maybe I fell and I hurt myself. I don't think anything's broken, but I'm not sure. I've got a bad bruise, but it really hurts really bad. And the doctor would say, well, hey, maybe we need to get an X-ray of that, the chest, or we need to get an X-ray. Maybe they're having horrible constipation, and they're not sure if it's something worse or it's just they're full of poop. And anyway, but the doctor has to order it. And of course, they would say, well, I know of a company, X-Ray Mobile Texas, Houston Mobile X-Ray, that can come over and take the X-ray right here in my house. And the doctor would be excited to know there's companies out there like that. It's amazing how many doctors don't know that they have the availability of a portable X-ray company to come and treat their patients, especially if you're a concierge doctor or your primary care physician, or if you're dealing with the elderly. It's available.
And so you're already in with all the insurances out there, pretty much.
We're in with about 98%. There's a couple of insurance companies that we're not in with, and those are smaller ones. But we're in with all the major ones. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good.
And
Well, see, it's important that people find out about this because, especially right now with all the fear that's going on, and this gives them a little bit of freedom in the middle of that fear. So,
absolutely, absolutely. My primary care physician right now would just he would just send you a link, and you would log in, and he would talk to you just like you were in his office. And if you needed an X-ray or something more, he would just send us out there and take a look.
that's good. Well, I think that's important. See, the reason we're doing this is we're doing this for as many businesses as we can because we want to get the word out. We want people to be able to see it and say, "Oh, this is available." I mean, we will continue doing this even after the lockdown is over, so we can spread the word. But right now, during the lockdown, it's important for people to know what resources they have available to them, especially since they're in this social isolation situation, um, which is going to create a lot of bad feelings and things of that nature.
Oh, I absolutely agree. We've spent the last 8 years building a network of home care agencies and doctors and physicians, and of course, also the general public, letting them know it's available to them, that the insurance do cover it. And, as people find out about it, oh my gosh, can you imagine a special needs child right now having to go to an ER and what that would cost? Whereas if your physician could just order something and we could come out to the house and take a look, and we would be the eyes on the ground. Um,
That's that's fantastic. Do is there copay involved with your?
Sometimes, absolutely.
Okay,
Medicare, no. Um, Medicaid, no. But some of the insurances do require a small copay, just the same copay you would pay if you went to a doctor's office.
okay, okay. Okay. Well, Pat, I appreciate you for your time. You were very concise and great explanation, and I think it will benefit the community. So I'm going to do my job from our side and get the message out as much as we can, get as much exposure and visibility to help people during this time, especially you, especially the elderly, because I know that's the area that you normally focus on is the senior elder care market.
That's correct. We do. Well. we say that, but right now, of course, with people sheltered at home, understand we're doing children and all ages, and we're very good at what we do, and our techs are all highly licensed and by the state of Texas, and they're trained. Most of them the majority of their training in hospitals, and so they have the exact training, actually more certification than you get in a tech in a hospital in most cases. But anyway, I don't want to. The hospitals are great. We need them. And we're just a good quality portable X-ray company, and we'd love to be able to come to the house and meet you. We won't shake hands. We're going to do social distancing, but we'll be quick and efficient, and we'll leave, and you'll be amazed how quickly the report gets back in that doctor's hands.
Well, one of the things that I really like about this is the customer's experience is a lot better with this, and it gives them a lot more peace and joy. It's more convenient for them, and what most businesses don't understand, and especially sometimes in the medical business, it's about the customer's experience or the patient's experience. That's the real thing, because that's going to change their attitude. It's going to uplift them and give them an opportunity.
Well, Houston, also, I'd like to say that people sometimes don't understand. We have small equipment. So what it does, it's kind of like a dolly. It just rolls out of the back of the van and it rolls right in your front door. So people do not have to come outside and have an X-ray done outside by the van or in the van or anything like that. We actually come inside. So if you're an apartment project and you have an elevator, no problem. If you're in a normal house, also, if it's raining outside, we clean our equipment. We make sure we don't drag any dirt in. We also make sure that we don't drag any viruses in your house or any other infectious disease, because we come in, we're wearing masks and gloves, but we clean our equipment before and after we see every patient. So we don't spread germs, and we're very, very careful about that. And of course, all our guys are trained in infectious disease control. So have no fears. We're going to do a good job. We're going to be efficient, and you're going to like us.
You'll be happy. You'll be happy that they showed up, and
Oh,
that's what.
absolutely.
So, Pat, I want to thank you. We're going to go now, and everyone, thank you for joining us. Please take this and share this. Do a watch party from Facebook. Uh, it'll be on YouTube. Just get it out to your friends so that they know that this is available for them. So
You
this
bet.
is a great service that should be available for as many people as possible. And all we have to do is help them and let them know. So that's what's important. So thank you, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll be doing another We Deliver Houston soon. Thank you, everybody.